5 signs that the no contact rule is working. So if you aren't doing no contact with your ex, you might as well just stomp on your old relationship, give it up, and set him up with his dream girl. That's how people act about no contact here on YouTube and in articles. Is not doing no contact so bad? This video is gonna reveal signs that no contact is working, so you know you're on the right track and don't make a mistake, and you will also learn how to do no contact successfully. But I'm also gonna address what actually makes no contact work and why you're actually not getting the truth from 99% of the so-called advice, quote, being shoved down your throat. So, hey, it's Erin, your personal love expert, back again on the channel where we make men make sense. VixenDaily. If you wanna know the real signs that no contact is working, then write "I'm ready" right now in the comments down below while the intro plays. This video has been requested so many times, so I hope you guys enjoy. But before we dive in, I have a very small favor to ask. If you like this video, any of my videos, anything about me, what I'm wearing, love advice, then give me a like, a thumbs up, give me a like, share, subscribe, tell people all about it. Sign number 1, you have less and less trouble not reaching out. So if you ask yourself, should I do no contact? Should I do the no contact rule? Absolutely, emphatically, absolutely. Your healing process is very far along if this is going on, meaning your vibe is less needy and your potential to get back with him is actually increasing. So no contact is for you too. You detox your mind from stuff that will sabotage your ability to get back together. Most people, especially at first, they obsess over him. They obsess over the breakup and they feed into thinking about it more and more. They want to contact him, and it makes no contact excruciating and painful, and it fails. So in order to actually get your ex back, and in order to have no contact work to get your ex back, what you need is to detox emotionally. So when it's getting easier, it's a sign that you stopped feeding in to thinking about him, to thinking about the relationship, to thinking about getting him back, to dreaming of the fairy tale moment, to brainstorming ways to trick him into loving you again. You've dropped all that. And that's the big rule. That's the big secret. It's actually very simple. You don't feed into thoughts about him, to thoughts about the relationship or the breakup, etc. Thoughts come up, but you let them pass like meaningless clouds. You stop feeding into them so the detox can actually start working. So don't misunderstand though, because you're not gonna get him back magically because you have not contacted him, and don't feel the need to reach out, okay? So the thing is that is important to note is that if you're not doing no contact and you still feel the urge to reach out to him, you will definitely not be able to get back together, so you can move now to the next phase of attraction. Number 2, your life is getting better and better. So no contact is active time. And knowing this is the difference between you being more appealing to him or not, and the active time makes you better to be around, and your ex will notice. So you're actively working on yourself. You're not doing it randomly, being miserable, but that is the winning perspective. It's the active time. How you feel on the inside matters. When you feel truly happy on the inside and you can live in a way that feels happy regardless of whether you're in a relationship or not, that helps your relationship succeed tremendously. And it's a very powerful thing, because when you're not feeding into the obsession and misery, you can put the energy toward bringing yourself up and your mood up, and your mood is your love magnet. And this is a big understanding. Relationships don't make you happy. They reflect the happiness that you already feel on the inside. So if you want a happy relationship, then show up happy and understand what living a happy life looks like for you, independent of having a relationship. So to do active time correctly, you should be engaged with what you need to feel good. You can make lists and goals that are small and achievable. You can write in the comments now, what will you do as a goal? I am holding you accountable. Tell me now in the comments. And it's a very important thing, because I want us to support each other as a community and hold each other accountable. It's kind of like going to the gym. There was a woman that I helped and coached who was obsessed with a guy that broke up with her. At first, she was just obsessing over it. The guy ignored her, and she kind of gave up after 3 months of obsessing and wishing. She went to the gym, hung out with her friends, lived a full happy life on her own, and the guy comes back and she's already so happy. She's just calm and giving him space, so guess what ends up happening? The guy actually gets back with her and their relationship is better than ever. Why? Because she learned how to live happy. Now, I wanna point something out here because there's one thing that makes your love life perfect, effortless, where everything makes sense, no more confusion, frustration, or heartbreak. What makes the difference between this perfect scenario and the nightmare where you're miserable and frustrated and heartbroken? Well, it's having the right perspective in your love life. When you have the right perspective, everything makes sense. You know what's going on in his mind, sometimes even better than he does. You know what to do automatically in any situation. You naturally do the right thing when you need to. It's effortless and your love life just works. You don't even have to think about it or worry about it. It all makes sense. You're happy with it. So maybe this is the first video you've ever watched with me, or maybe you already subscribed to this channel and watch all my videos. But I want to point out that what I'm really showing you when you subscribe to the channel is the winning perspective, and that's what makes your love life effortless and just plain work the way you want it to. Let's go to number 3. Your ex has been contacting you. Yes. Something in him is compelling him to reach for more of you and to reach out. So guess why this happened? It's predictable. You give him space, so this happens. First, he misses you. Then he wonders if he lost you. Then he seeks reassurance that he hasn't lost you, and he will seek this reassurance when you do no contact to make sure he still has you, and it begins with this feeler that he'll put out there. So will she still be waiting for me, or can I take her as a sure thing still? If he sees that you're not clearly waiting, he'll get concerned and he'll start wanting to make sure. Then if he thinks he lost you, if he either lets you go or makes a strong push to win you back. He's directly or indirectly trying to get your attention, bump into you in person and all that stuff because he wants reassurance that he has you. You flip the script on him. So what is a no contact rule? Does no contact work? Of course. How do you use the no contact rule? It's simple. No contact rule to get an ex back is the only way it will happen. One of the biggest signs the no contact rule is working though is that he's contacting you. This is one of the big signs that no contact is working because he's not able to help reaching out. And how do you know if it's working really? If he's initiating. That is so important to keep in mind. Allow him to reach for you. You don't want to interrupt his process of reaching out. You don't want to wait for him. You do not want to reassure him that you will always love him. No. Be neutral, okay? It's a trap to reassure him that you want to be eager to get back together. Never let him know that you're just some backup option because he can replace you with a woman he likes better but date you in the meantime. No. Number 4, he's even tried to arrange a time to meet up. Okay, so if he's doing things like taking action to meet up, he obviously wants to see you and he misses you. So you did no contact, you confused and intrigued him by not begging for him back, and instead of, being miserable, you were happy in your own life. So guess what he thinks? Uh-oh, I might lose her. Gotta, get up, do something. Uh-oh, the for sure option is gone. Oh no. And then he must see you and even maybe secure you in person and just make sure, get the reassurance that need to make sure he has you. So when you do no contact, you're flipping the script because guess what? He expected you to beg and you were silent instead. Ka-ching, yes. By not interrupting the process and just doing no contact while you work on yourself, guess what happens? It does the work for you and it makes him miss you and worry that he doesn't have you. So it's working if he is now reaching out because he has actually had enough time where he's been doubting, wait, does she still love me? Is she still a for sure thing? He worries and he needs to lock you down in person possibly to just secure that. No contact rule always works as well because you either get him back or you get to see if he's clearly okay with losing you. And finally, number 5. So he has said he misses you. Well, hello. I mean, his thoughts about you are pushing him in the direction of wanting you back. The no contact rule made him miss you, which is good news because guess what it means? He obviously cared. And if you did not do no contact, then his process of missing you would have been interrupted and he would have never been awakened to how much he truly cares. Just because he says he misses you though, doesn't mean he's gonna get back together. So don't get your hopes up and start thinking that everything's gonna go well because your progress will be killed. Don't cave just because your heart flutters when he says he misses you. Give this more time for him to keep missing you more and more, and he'll make a clear move to get back together. No breadcrumbs, no implying, no sweet romantic words. Those are nonsense. It's commitment or not. Either he's clear or you could just give him more time while you are 100% single. Do not, and I repeat, do not give him reassurance that you will always be there. This is what matters the most. And if you start buckling it and give him too much, then he'll say, oh no, she's clearly here. So never say, oh my God, I miss you so much. His ego will be filled. He'll know he's got you. It's over. You'll ruin the whole progress. Don't do it. I refuse to let you do it. So an action item is if he does reach out, which he will probably, unless he's okay with losing you, and it's good you know that, do nothing but be casual and courteous, but do not do anything until he locks you down, okay? So now I want to say something, because you're making a mistake in your love life and you don't know it because your instincts are tricking you. But what if you had a personal love expert at the exact moment you needed it, who could give you answers to any problem with men and save you from making the wrong move? Well, we get so many comments these days now, and you know I try to reply to everyone, and I still will, but I wanted to create a private group where you can get individual attention from me to help with whatever you're dealing with in your love life, so you can have the love life that you really want. No problems, no confusion, no more heartache or heartbreak. Space is limited, but if there is still space available, you can connect with me in the insider group, VixenInsider.com. That's VixenInsider.com. There you go. I hope this helped. Be sure to comment on this video with your thoughts on this topic or any questions you might have, and subscribe to the channel for more love advice so you can have the love life that you really want. And I will see you next time.